With the success of the Godzilla series hitting its peak in the 1960s, Daiei decided to cash in on Toho's main monster and created Gamera the Flying Turtle. Throughout its initial run, the Gamera franchise mainly appealed towards children and never quite reached the same levels of popularity Godzilla did, but still managed to become popular enough for Gamera to become somewhat of a cultural icon in Japan. In the 1990s, after Godzilla had been put to pasture, Daiei decided to start making Gamera movies again, starting with Gamera Guardian of the Universe in 1995. Gamera Guardian of the Universe manages to hold its own with the other giant monster movies of its time, including Godzilla and Mothra. This film reintroduces and reestablishes Gamera with a new backstory that's about as ludicrous as one could ask for in a monster flick. This time around, Gamera is pitted against Gauss, a sort of massive flying vampire bat who's the most recurring villain in the Gamera franchise. As it stands, this is an alright monster movie. You get to see plenty of both Gamera and Gauss, and there's multiple encounters between the two to keep you entertained. I really like how largely this movie relies on practical effects, with at least 90% of the special effects being puppets, miniatures, or guys in suits. There's not too much CG to be found here. The miniature work in this movie is top-notch also, with complex cinematography that is done exceptionally well. Instead of just static, low-angle shots, you get pans, zooms, and out-of-the-box camera placement that brings some nice depth and scope to the sets. And the sets look great in the first place. I will say that the film is a bit goofy at times, due to some quirky puppetry and rather unintentional overall tone that is a little too serious to be taken seriously. But for fans of the genre, it's a good time. If you're curious to see some non-Godzilla related giant monster movies, Gamera Guardian of the Universe isn't a terrible place to start.